Is anything about this March 16 event coming up?
Well, you know, it's very rare. I've done some big fights with Floyd and with others, but I don't remember one which has been that kind of magnitude, where you truly have two of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world fighting each other. I believe that the winner of this fight, I call it the coronation, the winner of this fight will be pound-for-pound the best fighter in the world. You have an interesting and, in my opinion, fascinating matchup. You know, there are two sayings in boxing. One of them is, a great big man always beats a great smaller man. And if that saying holds true, then obviously Errol Spence would win the fight. But then there's another saying made famous by my good friend Floyd Mayweather: skills pays the bills. And if it's skills pays the bills, then one would have to favor Garcia, Mikey Garcia. So this is a fascinating matchup.
I mean, we saw that already with Manny Pacquiao and Oscar De La Hoya, right? So I mean, is this more of a 50-50 fight, or?
Well, I think it definitely is a 50-50 fight. I mean, in my opinion, a lot of people don't really give Mikey Garcia the proper credit. They feel that the size and the strength of Errol Spence is going to carry the night. But you have to realize that Mikey Garcia is one of the smartest fighters in the ring, in the sport. He did take that fight because of one reason, and one reason only, because he knows in his mind that he will win that fight.
And you have a fighter, Joe Joyce, heavyweight. Yes. Tell us about him.
Joe is, I was fortunate after the Rio Olympics to sign 15 fighters, 15 of the most talked about Olympians, including gold medal winners, silver medal winners, bronze medal winners, and others. So Joe Joyce is a super heavyweight from the Rio Olympics, silver medalist. He won somehow close, some might say controversial decision against the eventual gold medalist Tony Yoka. And Tony, by the way, is with ringstar as well. So I have the gold medalist and the silver medalist. But to come back to Joe, Joe has very quickly moved up the ranks. He's sort of like a George Foreman type fighter. He's in the hurt business, and one punch from Joe usually means lights out. He's had 7 fights, 7 wins, 7 knockouts. He's ranked by the World Boxing Association, WBA, number 5 in the world now, and will be fighting next Saturday, a week from today, against former world champion Hearn in London at the O2 venue. The fight is going to be shown here in the United States as well. It's going to be on Showtime, so you can watch it on Showtime.
Who do you want Joe Joyce to line up somewhere along the line sometime this year?
Well, we would be open to fight. There's like a box off there within the WBA for the regular title, so we would be willing to fight anybody. And Joe called out Baby Miller. Baby Miller's fighting Anthony Joshua now. He would be okay with fighting an Ortiz, Luis Ortiz. So there's he's ready for anyone, and he'll be happy to fight anyone.
So we have this event on March 16. We talked about Joe Joyce. Is there anything that you want to cover for the boxing fans to be?
Well, I think this is as well top to bottom. You see right here Chris Arreola. He's going to be on the card. You're going to have Luis Neri on the card. You're going to have Benavides, who was just here, on the card as well. So it's really a great. Some of the biggest names in the Hispanic and Mexican boxing are going to be on the card. The fact that the card is from the Dallas Cowboys Stadium, the AT&T Stadium, where you're going to have 120,000 people live watching it there, I think elevates the event as well. So it's like must-see TV, and you're going to have. I'm a strong believer that if you buy a pay-per-view, or if you sell a pay-per-view, in my case, to the public, you want to make sure that top to bottom you have exciting fights. You have fights which are gonna entertain. You don't want like Dancing with the Stars, sort of like boring fights in the ring. No, you want to have great matchups. And that's what you're going to get on March the 16th. Top to bottom, great matchups, and then the main event with Spence and Garcia is as good as it gets. I mean, this is like if you've never seen a fight. If somebody has never seen those who have seen boxing, they will watch this fight. Sports fans are going to watch it, but for those out there who have maybe never seen a boxing match, if you ever want to see one, that's the one. And why is it the one? Because that fight is going to determine who is today the best fighter in the sport of boxing. We will crown a king of boxing, and that's why I call it the coronation in Dallas.
And you mentioned pay-per-view. Obviously, Oscar De La Hoya and Hearn are trying to downgrade pay-per-view as a tool, but pay-per-view is still alive. Is there anything you want to say about
Oh,
that?
I mean, this is like, you know, I mean, this is so transparent because they're working within a platform which doesn't offer pay-per-views. A year ago, they were telling everybody how great pay-per-views are. In Oscar's case and in Eddie's case, in Europe, he does regular pay-per-views, you know, once a month, every other month in the UK. So it's really interesting to see that in the UK, pay-per-view is still alive. Because he has a TV partner which offers a pay-per-view platform, and here in the UK he's not okay because he has a TV partner which doesn't offer pay-per-view. So it's like, you know, I mean, this is a joke.
All right, Richard. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.